Greetings YouTube, what's up? Coming at you from the backyard. Get a lot of requests for how to make my chicken thighs. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but just never have done it. I have a Weber kettle I'm going to make these chicken thighs on, and it's 5 years. At least 5 years I've been making them and never fail. I got a big Primo over ceramic cooker, but I'll tell you what, the chicken comes out best on the Weber. So bear with me, I'm going to try to make a decent video of how to make the perfect chicken thighs. Alright. So the first step in making your thighs, it goes without saying, I just get a basket of briquettes, and what I do is I fill it up to the very top, and I throw you can light them many different ways. I used to light it with paper, but it makes a mess, so I have one of these, hell I don't know, one of these lighters you plug into the wall. It gets them hot, piping hot. So whenever I start to see fire come out the top of that, I'll go ahead and dump it on in. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, as you can see, I went ahead and changed the angle on you guys. Hopefully you guys will be able to see in the grill a little better. But anyways, probably about 6 minutes in, I'm getting a bunch of smoke. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just take the take that fire starter out, because the coals are already lit. They'll get to the other coals just like that. So I'm going to take this microphone off and take that out and let it go. Make sure you unplug that and put that in a safe place, meaning not a place the dog or the kids can get to it. Alright, we'll wait for them to get white hot, then we'll dump them in, and when I dump them in on one side. Alright. So I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but my flames are kind of coming out the top, and that's where I told you I wanted to be. Even though they're not gray on the top, they got the flames coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dump these coals, and there's no wood in there, it's just coals. I'm going to dump them on one side, and here we go. I'll pour them on the side furthest from me, and I'll let them get really white in there. You can see the bottom is white already, just not the top. So I'm going to go ahead and set this this fire starter down, and we'll go from there. So now that I got these in there, and you know, I got the lit ones on top of the unlit ones, so they're all gonna light. What I do is I just simply push these coals over to one side, and you know, a lot of people talk about it indirect cooking, indirect smoking, whatever you want to call it, but that's what we're gonna do. I only want the heat coming off one side, and I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let it roll out of the vent on the opposite side. So go ahead and put that like that. I'll put my gloves on and throw this grate on top. That way we can and grab the grate from the other side. That way we can clean the grate at the same time. So I'll let that get hot. I'll go ahead and clean that. And as my daddy used to say, we'll be cooking with grease then. So now that my coals are hot, what that tells me is it's time to throw some chicken up on here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my chicken, and very important, pay close attention to this. I'm gonna go ahead and put that chicken on with the top side down, and what I'm gonna try to do is just burn it for a second, for real quick, okay? So just pay attention. I'll probably do it really quickly. But just take your chicken and put the skin side down right above the thigh. All right, here we go. You gotta act quickly, because if you don't, this chicken will catch fire. You see those flames coming up? That's just all that grease in that chicken catching fire. It's fine for a little while. It's just gonna char it a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is just let me turn it over. It's no big deal if you char the other side, you know, but you want some decent looking chicken, at least for your guests when it comes out. So depending on how hot your fire is, you know, depending on how fast you got to move, but that's all we're doing. I just want to get that skin hot. If that skin don't get hot and then it won't get crispy, you'll have a kind of leathery chicken. And so we're good to go. I'll probably flip this one over one more time to get it a little better color on that back side. Probably this one too. But this right here is the look I'm going for. Let me get this one a little browner. Yeah, this one looks good already. So we'll just keep working them back and forth. So that's what you do now. You take your Weber and you just rotate the meat. So what you have now, you got all that meat nice and seared, and you got it away from your coals now. So I just throw these over here, and I open this, and this is what I do with my hickory. Now I'll take your hickory and throw it on, because that hickory would make it way, way too hot. You wouldn't be able to do your sear. So I'm throwing about 6 or 7 medium pieces on there. And what I'll do is I got my vents wide open. Turn your vents wide open, and you want this vent going away from the prevailing wind. So if this wind is coming from the back side, you want smoke pushing out this way. Both vents wide open, 55 minutes. 55 minutes, set your clock now, and you'll be ready to go. I'll kick this video back off after 55 minutes. All right. I know I said I wouldn't be back for 55 minutes, but just wanted to show you. You see what that hickory does? That hickory creates a nice smoke, and so all your chicken, all your meat's absorbing all that smoke, and it's doing it slowly because again, it's not above the heat. It looks like the winds may have changed on me. You'll see it looks like it's probably going from your left to your right on the screen. So what I'll do is go ahead and just flip my spoker. That way the air that's coming out is not fighting the wind. It's just pushing away from it, so we don't have to worry about dealing with the wind. All right, well, it was about 5 minutes before I last checked in. I'll probably start the video, we'll say another 20 minutes from now, 30 minutes, that way you can see how the meat looks. And I might turn it just depending on how it looks. All right, we've been in about 50 minutes. I know I said 55 minutes, but let's just go ahead and take a look at how they're doing. To be honest with you, once you get to 55 minutes, 50 minutes, you're good anyways. So let's take a look. Got a nice dark color on them, which is good. That's all about the smoke. And you know, I always like to be safe with chicken. That internal temperature needs to be at least 180 for my liking. And here we're well over 180. Let's see what we have. Yeah, so we're close to the 200s. So, you know, if I wasn't making a video and wasn't trying to get everything right, I'd probably taken these out about 4 or 5 minutes ago. But no worries, it's still going to be juicy. Let me go ahead and get the cutting board, and we'll take them off. Okay, here we are back in the house, and you can see now that we got a little light on it, the color of it. Like I said, I would probably take it off 5 minutes sooner, and probably wouldn't have put too much mesquite in, but who knows. Anyways, I know it's going to taste really, really good. Let me go ahead and get a little paring knife and cut into it so you can just see how moist and how how juicy this chicken is. Bear with me just a second, see if I can find something to hold it down while I cut it. Let's go ahead and get the big piece back here so you can see it, and hopefully you can hear how crispy that is. That's how I like my chicken. I don't like it. I used to just do indirect all the time, and it was leathery. So that's definitely not how I like my smoked chicken. Let's find this bone and see if we can go with it. So as you can see, that meat is really, really juicy. There's no red in there at all. You know, I'd rather cook it overcook it a little bit and not have red rather than have a little red in there. Some people don't like that at all. Anyways, let me go ahead and get this camera back on me. Yeah, straight up, hopefully you enjoyed the video on how to make this chicken. Just remember, only thing you need to do is put that sucker in there for no longer than 55 minutes. I'm kind of crooked, let me straighten myself out. No more than 55 minutes. Do it indirectly. If you want to sear it, get it on there real fast. Don't burn your chicken over that flame, but get it over there to the other side really, really fast. Let it go for 45, 55 minutes like I did, and you'll have really, really good chicken. Guarantee it. Not a professional Facebook video person at all. Just wanted to go ahead and help some people out, and let me know what you think. Happy smoking.